Today I'm going to show you step by step how to create a workflow in Flodesk. I have over 78 workflows in my account. I've learned some mistakes and I have made super complex ones. I've made super simple ones. So I'm going to walk you through how to create a workflow in Flodesk. Now this can be a welcome sequence, email workflow, or it can also be for a lead magnet. I'm going to do it as an example as a lead magnet. And here's one that I actually have for you guys that I'll have linked down below in the description, but it is a welcome newsletter template. And when someone gets this, they're actually going to get a template for Flodesk that they can use in Flodesk. It also comes with a free trial, and you can lock in for 50% off your first year of Flodesk. I've used MailChimp before in the past, and I have switched over to Flodesk and absolutely love it. It's so plug and play, so easy. So I'll have this linked for you down below. But we're going to use this as an example, this welcome newsletter template. And we're going to see that this is my lead magnet that I am delivering. Now, in order to create a workflow, before we do that, what we need to do is we actually have to create a segment because we need to have it attached to something. So the first step is creating a segment. Before you even start with the work, we're going to go new segment, and I'm going to do welcome email template. Then you want to choose a color. I'm going to choose green. And we're going to hit save. So here is my welcome email template. It has 0 subscribers here. Next, what we're going to do is go up to the top where it says workflows. As you can see, we have tons of workflows. I have 78 total workflows. I can duplicate a previous one. If I have something that's similar, I can duplicate it and then tweak it. But I'm going to show you how to create a new one. So we're going to go new workflow. Now, Flodesk has tons of templates that are absolutely beautiful. And we can see the templates here and we can customize them. They have welcome ones, make money, nurture, deliver a freebie, event registration, re-engage, abandon cart, purchase follow-up, or start from scratch. I personally like to start from scratch, but that's just me. So we're going to name the workflow. So I'm going to go welcome email template and then hit save. Now, first thing we have to do is add a trigger. And typically this is when someone is added to a segment. So we can do add a segment, but we can also do when someone subscribes through a form, e-commerce with Flodesk, with Shopify, with Thrivecart, which is so cool, makes a purchase or abandons cart. These are new features that I'll have videos coming soon on these, so stay tuned for them. But I'm going to do is add it to a segment. Then in the drop down, it's going to have all of your segments, or you can always type and it's going to pop up the ones that apply. So we're going to go welcome email template. Now, I personally like to have people categorized on my email list. I started my YouTube channel teaching people how to pay off debt, and then I've transitioned into teaching people side hustles. So my email list is a little diverse, and I like to have people tagged that they're interested in entrepreneurship. So I can also add another one in here that is called Master Entrepreneurship Interested. Now, I have learned the hard way, don't make this mistake. If two segments, and think of a segment as a tag. So if two segments are listed here, they need to qualify for both. It is not a this or that. It has to qualify for both. So I've learned that the hard way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an action and choose an action. And I'm going to say that they are added to, and then I'm going to do the Master Entrepreneurship Interested. So I can actually remove this here. So the first step is that they are added to this email list. Then they're going to automatically get tagged with this segment of Master Entrepreneurship. Now, I could just have them complete the workflow, but obviously I want to start sending them emails. So I'm going to click on this plus sign. Now I can send an email, set a time delay, a condition, or take action. I personally like to send my freebies right away. I could wait a little bit, but I don't want to do that. So we're going to talk about this one in a minute. And we're going to hit send email. Now we can duplicate an existing email or create one. I personally like to work off what I've already created, so I can duplicate an existing. And I think I have a template here. Let me see. I do. So I have created a welcome newsletter template for workflow. So I can select the email. Then it's going to add it here. So I have the sender email address. Then here is the subject line and the preview. Then if we want to edit the email, we can go edit. And then here is your email. And you can tag them with a first name, You can add hyperlinks, all of that. I have tons of Flodesk tutorials down below. I have a whole playlist. So if you want to see how to do that, you can do that here. But here is my first email. So I'm going to hit finish. And this is going to deliver the freebie. I forgot to say that. Now I have access to your welcome email template here. I can hyperlink this and add a link and hit enter. So now this is hyperlinked for them that when they click on this, they will access the template. And I have it down here as well. So you definitely want to have whatever you're offering them pretty close to the front of the email. So I'm going to hit finish. Now I may want to send them another email. I can complete the workflow here and just have it done where it just sends them one email, or I can create a welcome sequence, kind of nurturing them. So I'm going to hit the plus sign and I can do email. I can do time delay. So say we want to wait maybe 2 days before sending it. We can wait 2 days. We can also send it on a certain amount of time, day of the week, certain time of day, or a specific day of the year. So maybe you want to send something on New Year's every day. You can do that. Or maybe April Fool's Day, whatever it may be, you can do that as well. You can also do another one. You can stack these. So we're going to wait 2 days and we're going to do another time delay. But this one, I want it to be at maybe 10 a.m. Eastern. Every day, every time that it sends. So I don't want it to be whatever time it is, but that they officially opt in, but I want it to be maybe 10 a.m. because that's a great time. Okay, then I can select another one. I'm going to do a condition, so I can move step to the yes branch. So what this is saying is, here's the condition, and I can say if the subscriber is in a specific, so I can say Dreamer to Profitable students. So I have a course that Dreamer to Profitable. So I can say, hey, if they're one of my students and they're already tagged in that segment that they're a student, they're going to complete the workflow. They're not going to receive any more emails. If they're not one of my students, then I want to send them another email. And so let's do create a new email. And we can do one of these templates here. We can do that, or we can also do plain text or start from scratch. I'm just going to put email too. And I'm going to save it. And then here is a little blurb that it does, but we can fully customize this with, this is logo, this little plus sign. We can add any of these, the layouts, the image, a text box, a link bar, anything like that. So I can do text. I personally like 17 font and then left align. And then I'll say, hi at first name. I always do friend if they're not on my email list. And then I can say, the next step is ... Then I can delete this. I also have a ton of favorites that I've saved. So I have my favorite money saving apps, some more resources for when you're ready. I have those. Let's put, and before that, I have just a features with my signature. I can add that as well. And then we can do click here. And we can customize this box. We can add a link to it if we want. We can change the font. We can change the block, the background color. We can do all of that. So there's that. So we're going to finish it. Subject line is going to be, so we can do subject. We'll do first name. And then if I don't, for whatever reason, have their first name, I can do something that's kind of intriguing. I can do, oh my, with exclamation points. And then I can do space. I can do, this is crazy. So it would look like it's saying, Kelly, this is crazy. And then we can do a preview text as well of great news. And then we can, so that's that email there. Then we can add another one. We can also do a action. So we can say, we can choose an action. And the action may be add subscribers to a segment or remove from a segment. So maybe after they complete this, we want to remove them from whatever segment it is. I have a full video that walks you through step by step what to do if you have a welcome sequence and you also have a email funnel that they are in for a lead magnet. So that way they're not getting double emails, and how to remove them from your weekly email sequence. And in that one, we would have them being removed from a segment. So I'll have that video linked at the end. So I'm not going to do it here, but you can do that as an action. And I'm going to delete that. Now we may want to do another time delay. In this one, we're going to wait 1 day. And then time delay, we'll do a certain time of the day. And this one we'll do at 11 a.m. And then we can do, let's do one more email. We'll create a new email. This one I will show you, let's say share news and kitchen basics. And we'll customize it. And then here is the template that they have. So say we have worked through this template, we've customized it, we've made it our own. We can always add blocks as well with layouts and logos and videos, Instagram, all of that. Our favorites. Say I want to add my signature. We can do all of that. So say we're good with this. Let's hit finish. This looks great. And then after this, they're going to complete the workflow. Before we hit publish, I also want to note that we can allow subscribers to go through a workflow multiple times. This is actually a new feature that Flodesk has. In the past, once they went through a workflow once, they could only go through it that one time. Now you can enable it that they can go through it multiple times. And you can say wait time before, so maybe 5 days, because you don't want them to go through it on day one and then they re-enroll and then they're still going to be getting the other emails as well. So I'm going to say this is maybe a 3-day, 4-day sequence. I'm going to say 10 days. I don't want them to go through it right away again, but I want to allow them to go through it again. So 10 days. And then you can also exclude subscribers. So you can say prevent subscribers from entering or continuing this workflow. And you can create segments that you don't want to include, or also find workflows that if they're in this workflow, they're not going to be in this one as well, which is a really cool feature. And you can have certain workflows tagged. You can have as many tagged as you want and as many segments as you want as well. So then we can hit save and then publish. And it says, are you ready to take your workflow live? Yes, publish now. Then after your workflow is published, you can also get data on it. So I can see here, I can see the analytics of it by hitting those. I can see that 1,088 people have gone through it. 6 people are currently in workflow. 1,066 people have completed the workflow. I can go view details and I can see here the total number, the active, completed, opens. I can see the data. So overall, 50% of the people are opening it, which is great. 9% click rate, which is great. You can see the data on the mobile versus desktop, how many bounces, unsubscribed, and marked spam. You can also go details, and I can click here, and I can see the email right here. I can also click on this and see, okay, this particular email has a 64% open rate, and I can see it has a 28% click-through rate. Then this one, let's see what this one is, 54%. So the open rate's going down a little bit, which is to be expected. 10% click rate. This one is a 48% open rate, 2% click rate. Then let's see this one, 44% and 2% click rate. And you can see all of the data in here. You can also click on these 3 dots here and hit preview. In the past, you had to pause it, edit and pause it anytime that you worked on a workflow or looked at it, which was so cumbersome. And there were times where I forgot to go back and publish it. So I can click on these dots and preview it, and it's going to open it up. And I can click on the emails and they're going to open up in a new tab for me, which is so helpful that if I want to go back and look at any emails, I can do that. Now, I will say that if you go and you edit, you're going to pause it. You want to make sure that you publish it again. You don't want to just exit out of it, because then if you do, let me show you, it's going to be stuck and paused. And then if anyone enters in their name and email address from your form, then you're out of luck. So we want to make sure that they are able to access it, and we want to make sure that we hit publish. Next step is creating a form. If you want to see the full walkthrough on creating a form in Flodesk, check out this video here.